Hello, today we are going to talk about one of my travels to Central America, the countries of El Salvador and Guatemala. I was very excited about this trip because these are the only two countries I had not visited. El Salvador and Guatemala are bordering countries. First, we went to El Salvador. El Salvador is a small country, 8,000 square miles area, population 6.5 million. San Salvador is the biggest city and the capital. It's the industrial and commercial hub for the country, and its population is 2.5 million. El Salvador is considered to be a poor country, and its biggest manufacturing products are textile, rubber, plastic, metal products. Those are exported to United States, Canada. Agriculture is also big over there, and their biggest produce is coffee, cotton, cattle, etc. El Salvador got independence from Spain. In 1524, El Salvador was made a Spanish colony. In 1821, they got independence from Spain and it became Republic of Central America. So the 7 countries of Central America, they became one country. In 1898, El Salvador became a separate country. We stayed close to the City Hall. City Hall is a place with a lot of activity and has buildings of cultural importance and historical significance. It normally has a courthouse, city hall, assembly building, etc. There is a building called Nacional Plaza. It has 4 big rooms. One of them is the office of the president of the country. His name is Najib Bukele and he's from Palestinian origin. The second one is for the foreign ministry. The third one is courthouses and Supreme Court is there. And the fourth one is the assembly building, like legislation. Also, there was another building called San Salvador Cathedral. It's a very historical and old church. It was built during the time of Spanish rule. Also, there was a monument of General Garardo. We saw all these buildings in one day. Also, we went to the neighborhoods, one rich neighborhood, one poor neighborhood, where we could see how people live, what is their living style. And also we went to a mall in a rich neighborhood, and we went to a market, flea market, where vendors are selling food and other products on the street. They had a lot of mango. This was our first day. The next day, we started driving towards the ocean, the Pacific Ocean. And the city over there is called La Libertad. It is very famous for its high waves and high tides. It's very famous amongst the surfers and tourists. On our way to La Libertad, we went through the countryside, the villages, and we stopped there, ate at the restaurant and talked to the local people. They were very friendly and welcoming. Also, we went through the mountains. El Salvador has a very rich landscape, versatile, diverse landscape with mountains, hills, rivers, valleys, and also ocean, farming land, etc. Some of the mountains were so high that while we were driving, if we could look down, we would see a village, but there would be clouds in between. And also while we were driving, we could see a cloud just pass in front of us. So when we reached Libertad, it was a very lively city with a lot of tourists, a lot of restaurants, bars, shops, and the ocean was very furious, and we did get a chance to go in there. There was a lot of surfers swimming in there. Next day we drove to Tamanique Falls. That was another 2 hours away from La Libertad, and La Libertad was 3 hours from San Salvador. Tamanique Falls is famous for its waterfalls. It has 3 waterfalls. We had to hire a tour guide to get to the waterfalls, and we went through forest and jungles, and the hike was downwards because we were already on top of the mountain, and falls were at the bottom in the valley. It was like around 40 minutes hike. To get to one of the falls, we had to walk on a cliff which was straight, and there was just maybe 6 to 8 inches straight land where we had to walk. It was dangerous, and if we looked down, it was around 50 feet, and we could see the water. And water was so clear that we could see the bottom of the water. It was a very good hiking, cliff jumping, rock climbing experience, and we had a chance to jump in the waterfalls. Also, we had a chance to go to Boqueron National Park. It was on top of a mountain beside San Salvador, and the view was beautiful. We could see the whole city. Also, they had slides, and one of them is rainbow slides. We did do the slides. Then we started driving towards Guatemala city, which was 5.5 hours from there. On our way to Guatemala border, we went through the city of Santa Ana, which is the second biggest city. Over there, we had dinner and we became friends with the owner, whose name was Juan, and who was kind enough to let us see how they were cooking their food. And we experienced their local food, which was amazing. And then we started driving towards Guatemala. In the next video, we are going to talk about Guatemala. Thank you.